Jenny, I'm just going to start this by quoting Emma O'Brien. I am more comfortable operating a nuclear reactor than I am in the kitchen. So I'm really going to need your guidance here today.
Darling, when I've got you in the palm of my hand, trust me, you're going to cook everything. I'm going to heat the pan.
Brilliant.
So this is his birthday cake, all right? It takes chicken livers, which are rich in iron. It's absolutely delicious. My doggies don't like them overcooked. They like them a little bit medium rare. This is going to go in the oven and cook again.
Okay.
So basically, you're going to work. I'm going to give you the easy stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll give you a little bit of olive oil. I want you to paint all over the sides, everywhere.
Okay.
I don't like to use spray because that spray is a little bit artificial for my dog. They don't like it.
The organic dogs.
Yeah, they're organic, well, they're organic-ish.
So what inspired this recipe?
What inspired this recipe was, people these days, they dress their dogs and they celebrate their dogs, and their dogs become their children. I mean, I've got 3 children, but I've also got lots of animals, so they're my kiddies too. So you want to celebrate your doggies. And often you hear people talk about, I want to make my dog a cake. No, it's too much sugar, all of that kind of stuff's not good for your dog. So pure protein is, though. So for me, I thought chicken livers, chicken breast, all of that stuff is going to make a delicious cake. And by the time we have iced this cake, you are definitely going to want to slice.
Are there anything that you would suggest people avoid when cooking for their pets?
Well, you know what? We're not just talking about a cake now. I know people are so keen to feed what you're eating to your dogs. But I mean, if you're eating things like chocolate and raisins and that kind of thing, it's not good for your dog.
Yeah, they're not allowed to.
No. So I'd give, if I'm going to give anything off my plate, it'll be not even potato, funny enough, but it'll be rice and corn and that type of thing. So don't give your dog sweets and things artificial.
No, any like sugary things.
No.
Xylitol especially, I know, is very, very toxic.
Yeah, very toxic. And you don't realize, so many foods have it, but your dog sits there and it wants a little bite, and you just give it that little bit. It's not good. You're not seeing them any flavors. Now, what you're going to do is we're going to take these breasts, have a look, these are D cups, nice and big. Look, we're going to cover the bottom of this, like so, and you can paint them with a little bit of olive oil again if you'd like. No salt, no pepper. They don't need it. They don't eat like that in the wild. And Lionel's choice doesn't have salt and pepper in it either. So there. Cool. And just another little one.
How many chicken breasts do we need?
You know what? It depends on how many dogs are coming to the party. But I mean, I'm making a really nice big one here, but you could just make a little tiny one. You can just adjust this, okay, to suit. So now I've just done this for the chicken livers. Make sure that you trim the chicken livers, because it's just because you're giving it to your animal doesn't mean you don't trim it. You know, you got that that funny green stuff called gold, yeah, it's not nice, and your animals don't like it. So it's not good for them. So you make sure whatever you give to animals, you can eat yourself. Okay. At the end of the day, I don't give mine bones, by the way.
I don't think you're supposed to.
No, you're not supposed to, but they love marrow. So bring this and pop it here. You can just stick it in the middle, okay? And we're going to just stick, look at these beautiful front. No peri-peri, you're not doing them any favors. If you would like to add anything more to this, you could put a bit of carrot. But what mine like is they like the crunch, and they like it to be bulked with Lionel's choice.
Okay.
I do this. So, because my Tritty is no longer a puppy, she's a big girl. So she wants a big girl food.
How many cups of Lionel's choice do you suggest we put in this huge cake?
I think in this big cake I'm going to go. Yes, like when you make a cheesecake, you put the bickies on the bottom. Well, these bickies are going in the middle. These are really, really lovely. And what's nice about this freeze as well, so you can have the whole ceremony at home, and you can have the candles and blow them out, and you can cut it in wedges and freeze it. That's done. And bring it out, you know, when it's the time. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
Stunning.
Smells good. There, look at that. Okay. So you want to just spread that out like so. And now, my darling, we're going to take these chicken breasts and we're going to just open them out like this. And we're going to go like this, all over the top and around the sides.
So
we just tuck that in.
So when was the first time that you baked this cake?
I've been doing it for a couple of years, and I actually built a backboard for my friend Julian Naidu, who was doing it for his little dog, who is my godchild, whether he thinks it's my godchild, but I love his little doggy. So they had this dinner party, and he said they all ate it, not the dogs, but the guests. It's lovely. You'll see once it's...
Once it's assembled?
Yes. Do you want to get your hands chickeny?
We can.
Yes, because we've got water. So you go around the side and tuck it down, okay?
Okay.
Just help me out here. There you go, darling. It's just that one little side there. And then
And what about Tutti? Does she enjoy this cake?
Tutti just loves this cake. Tutti loves food. Tutti loves anything. And if you give her half a chance, she will gobble up anything inside.
Labrador.
No, but you're a Labrador. And she digs.
And she swims, I hope.
And she swims. And she bites things. And she destroys things. And in the first 2 years of her life, I put, I'm taking you back. Well, I frightened everybody at home by saying that they were horrified. I would never give Tutti up for anything. Or maybe some money. No, Tutti goes on there.
Tutti's quite a pampered little princess.
She is a real little princess. She's my little queen.
Is this right?
Yes, you do.
In the right direction?
Yes, you go, girl.
So,
And what's nice about this, you can just kind of spread it like so, because as it cooks, the meat swells.
Okay.
And I normally put a little tray underneath this because it gets all that lovely juice from the livers. Okay, there we go.
And what about the rest of the doggy party? Do you have any other suggestions? What can we add to the dishes?
No, not really. Because dogs love meat.
Okay.
So I just
Happy with the meat.
They're so happy with the meat, and stop putting hats on your animals and making them look stupid. Give them a squeaky toy there.
Party favors.
Yeah, yeah, party favorites. All right, so this is like this. It's ready. It's going to go into the oven 180, and you're going to cook it for about 30 minutes. You're going to bring it out, and I normally cover it with foil. And because I like to cook it on something, I want to trap those juices.
Yes.
So once it's cooled down, you throw the juice back on again. Okay, so now this is going into the oven, but like TV, we've made one already because it's nice to ice it when it's cold. So I'm going to just smear some cream cheese because doggies can eat cream cheese. But also, once again, you don't want to give your dogs too much fat. But they're only getting a slice.
Balanced diets.
Yeah, slice at a time.
Jenny, you've done so much with writing cookbooks and hosting TV shows. Do you have any favorite moments from TV that you can share with us?
Do you know, I have wonderful moments. I have so many moments. And it's probably difficult for me to share every single one of them with you. But when I filmed in Morocco, I had moments with the ladies in Morocco because they're not allowed to work. They're not allowed to publicly go out and earn a living. So they put them in little co-ops and they get like menial things to do. And I was filming with this family and I was cooking lamb for them. They'd gone and they'd slaughtered this lamb for me. Oh, they made this disgusting sausage. They call it cordes. It smelled like poo because it had the intestine stuffed with lungs and all kinds of funny things. And you don't want to insult anybody, So I said to my cameraman, must eat it. And he had the most weakest stomach ever. Anyway, these ladies, their husbands are never home. They go out to the Netherlands, they go to Spain, and they work and they bring money back to their families. And they have a ceremony when the man comes back where they take the lady, they have these coals, burning coals over this bucket, and they make you stand like this, and they put every incense, every frankincense, everything in this thing, and the smoke envelops you, and you can't get it out of your pores, and that's supposed to make you attractive for your husband. And it was one of the most precious moments ever. And so these girls were doing this for me, for something, they only do it for each other. So they were sharing that with me. Then they came up with the most revolting perfumes and they sprayed me from head to toe that I wanted to burn. It was a stunk. Any man would never want to come near me, something like that.
What an experience, though.
It was a very special moment where ladies came together for other women. And that's what we don't do. There's a special place in hell for women that don't do good things for other women. Are you listening? And they were there for each other, to make them attractive and ready and happy and beautiful for their husbands. So there are lots of special moments. I met young girls, young children, people that just really touched my heart that I wanted to bring back home. animals. Oh my goodness.
Suitcase full of animals.
No, the cats of Morocco. I could have smuggled those babies in. Sure.
And what about upcoming projects? Is there anything that you're doing that's coming up that you want to talk about?
Well, I am writing a new cookbook.
This is your 7th.
My 7th cookbook, yes. And it's called Greedy Girl, Jenny Morris, because I want to eat everything and lots of it. So, yeah, that's a new one for me. And I've got a nice big overseas trip coming up in March, which is wonderful. I'm going to see my little granddaughter. So that's very important to me. It's not work, it's pleasure.
No, but it's you need to take some time off and spend that with somebody. How old is she?
She's 11. I haven't seen her for 9 years.
Okay.
I see her over the camera, but that's not like being with your
Not the
grandchild.
same.
Yes. So
And no doubt you will be cooking for them as well.
that always happens if I never take a holiday, because I have a friend who forces me to cook for people.
Yeah.
I know you don't. Okay, sweetheart. So what I need from you are carrots, because Tutti loves carrots, Pepper loves carrots. So, whoops, don't worry. That's good. You woke Tutti up.
Nuclear reactor.
So this is just cream cheese with nothing in it, okay? It's real cream cheese. It's really beautiful. You're going to, wherever I have a blob like this, you're going to take one of these. So we boiled the carrots. They still have lovely texture. You're going to just pop it over like that, okay? And then while you do that, I'm going to take some of my little Lionel's Choice kibble and stick it in like
It's like a
that.
cherry.
Yes.
Cool.
It's a proper doggy cherry. So off you go, darling.
Okay.
And then let's do this, because then we're next to each other. And then I'm going to take these little baby stars, and I'm going to push the stars, the carrot stars, all over the cake.
Like that.
Yes. Keep going, and you can just keep.
Stunning.
See, my dog is worth Carol Boy's, so even prove it. It's worth my Carol Boy's cake stand. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. And then, when you've done that, let's quickly get all these little baby stars all over the show.
Globs on.
Yeah. We do that for you. You go that way. I'm going to come here. Look at that. You're going to have one happy dog. But you've got dogs as well.
I do. They would be so impressed if I brought something like this home. I don't think I would ever get a chance to cook it for them, because they beg. And I can't say no.
Well, I'm like you. I'm one of the. I can't say no to anything.
Tell us a bit about your new cookbook.
My new cookbook. Do you know what? I could never stick to a theme, because I am a greedy girl. So I want a little bit of everything.
It's a bit of cheeky.
It'll have lots of cheeky in it, but it's quite eclectic. And I've been so fortunate to travel and to taste authentic dishes, and I want to share that with people, because everyone thinks, oh, you know what, Thai food is hard to cook, or Vietnamese food is hard to cook. It's so simple. It's just that you've got to put the right things together. It's like a marriage, you know. Just put the right ingredients.
So it's a lot of international kind of cuisine.
Yes, and mummy food and local food and just good food, really. Easy stuff.
And when will the cookbook be available?
Well, I don't know. I'm waiting for the pressure from my publisher. I haven't been given a production date yet, or the final.
Well, please let us know when it is,
Oh,
so
no,
that we can
absolutely.
also share in the...
We can maybe give a few away to our readers.
That would be stunning.
Yeah,
I'm sure we have quite a few readers who would enjoy a book.
Yes. And there'll be lots of vegetarian dishes in there as well, because I like vegetarian food. I love my vegetables.
It's a good balance
Of course there is.
from meat to veggies.
There you go. Now keep going, darling. Put the stars on it. Here we go. We're done and dusted. We're going to cut it, and maybe I can invite my Twitty into this kitchen and give her a little taste.
I think we should. I definitely think we should. Jenny, thank you so much for inviting us into your kitchen today and being such an inspiration. I think everybody after watching this knows how to make a doggy cake and would be more than able to do this. Do you have any words of inspiration for our readers who are looking to foster or to adopt animals?
Well, I can guarantee you, if you foster, you're going to fall in love. You don't have to adopt, you just keep them. But you know what? There are so many little dogs out there that need training, especially puppies, and they've got more chance in life if they're house trained.
Yes,
And they've learned a couple of rules, and you can socialize them with other animals that you have in your house, especially if you have cats, you know, to introduce them, because that for me is, I always find that that's the first thing people ask when they have cats is, will the dog get on with my cat? And often you'll see a lot of these things saying, to a home with no cats. So foster, especially if you have cats, bring that puppy into your home. Keep it or let it go to a good home after you've taught it good manners.
good manners. How can our readers get in touch with you?
Wow, 555. Now, you know what? You can get me on social media. On social media, Jenny Morris Chef. You can leave me a message. I would give you my cell phone number, but then I'd have to take their credit card because people are naughty. They say such terrible things. I'll charge you for that. But social media at Jenny Morris Chef.
Thanks, Jenny. Thank you for everybody who's watched this. I know this is a pilot episode and it's probably far from perfect, but we do appreciate everybody, and to the whole crew, everybody who was involved with today. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you. We'll see you with the next episode.